Well, I came across this vehicle which is more than over 100 years in a Ford dealership in Norway. Ford Model T, usually referred to as T-Ford, was a car model that was produced by the Ford Motor Company from 1908 to 1927. It is one of the first car models that was affordable for most people and was the car that put America on wheels. The first Model T was completed on 24 September 1908. At first, the T-Ford was built individually, but in 1914, assembly line production was introduced. Instead of each vehicle being built by hand, Henry Ford introduced a moving assembly line. The large and efficient production did its part to lower cost. In 1908, the manually built car cost $950, while in 1927, the price had fallen to $290. At the beginning, you could get different colors such as grey, green, red or blue, but after 1913, all the cars were delivered only in black. The reason for this was that only a special type of varnish dried quickly enough after the assembly line principle was introduced. Henry Ford jokingly said, "Any color as long as it's black." When production ceased in 1927, 15 million T-Fords had been built. This had a front-mounted 2.9-liter four-cylinder engine in a cylinder block that developed 20 horsepower for a top speed of about 70 km per hour. The speed was at its maximum in relation to the braking options. The foot brake was on the intermediate axle and the front wheels had no brakes. Fuel mixture and ignition could be regulated from the driver's seat and optimally adjusted. It remained at between 1.1 and 1.8 liters per mile when it ran on gas. It could also run on kerosene or ethanol. The ignition system was simple with an ignition coil for each cylinder. More modern cars generate a single spark, while the T-Ford ignition system produced a continuous shower of sparks when the pistons were in the ignition position and the plugs engaged. In order to facilitate starting, the car was equipped with a dry battery that could be connected during the actual starting, and then disconnected after the engine had been started and the car switched on the magnetic ignition. The car did not have a clutch pedal. Gear changes took place without a gear lever using the gas pedal, which was a lever on the steering column, and the car's 3 pedals. This pedal-operated gearbox with 2 speeds, forward and reverse, was unique in the car market of the time. The construction of the gearbox is very similar to a modern automatic transmission with plain 3 gears that are braked by belts that go around them. It had 2 gears and reverse. Guys, if you found this meaningful, kindly subscribe and hit the notification button. See you in my next video.